Hey everyone, this is Bob Gardner with Messengers of Hope Mission, and I want to welcome you to the Messengers of Hope Mission podcast. Today's podcast is brought to you by Glistening Glass. Glistening Glass is my company and is a residential window washing and gutter cleaning company. We service the northern Hillsborough and southwest Pasco County area. If you're interested in having your home windows or gutters cleaned, now is the time to call 813-404-2300. That's Glistening Glass. In today's episode, I want to share a tale of two families that we have worked with Messengers of Hope now for a few years on and off. One family in particular is a family that has supported us in the past. They've actually given to us financially. And unfortunately, in the last couple weeks, this family has had to come and get food from us, and they apologized profusely for not being able to donate. And of course, we told them that they don't have to worry about donating. If they're in need, they come get the food. And, if they can't donate, that's fine. We do not sell food. We give the food away. But of course, this family, is very upset that they have to get food and that they can't give. And it just shows the nature of a lot of the people that come in line. There's a lot of people that donate, and they're on the verge of being in poverty themselves. And unfortunately, this family, the husband and wife, both have been laid off from their jobs from the same company, and currently they're looking. They are considering moving out of state to be with family. I offered to help them try to find a job, but they haven't decided what direction they're going to go yet. And I believe the wife is working part-time and the husband is looking, but it just shows just how quickly someone can go from being okay to being in need. Now, this family has, again, very upset that they can't give, and they promised that as soon as that they could, that they would be giving again. And I told them that was not something that was necessary for them to do, to take care of their family first and foremost. Now, the second family I want to talk about is one that has been coming and getting help from Messengers of Hope now for a couple years, and they really were struggling and had a hard time making ends meet. And recently, within the last month or so, they started coming and they have been making a donation to Messengers of Hope because they are now out of the poverty line to where they need food. And I think that's just an amazing thing. We see this happen quite often in this kind of work, where you'll see low-income families move in and out of the poverty line all the time. And right now, as you know, the economy is really in an uproar. So whenever we can see someone move out of poverty into a place where they can actually give, that's just an amazing thing. Now, again, they're not required to give. No one is required to give, but they feel like since they've gotten so much help and they want other people to get help, they want to support Messengers of Hope, and that is just a beautiful, beautiful thing. I love it when we can see families that no longer need to get help. And we, as I said, we see this from time to time where a family will stop coming for a while and then they have to come back because of circumstances. And we see the opposite way where someone was really doing well and now they need some help for a while. Not everybody that comes to a food pantry, whether it be Messengers of Hope or someplace else, is a lifer at that pantry. A matter of fact, that is not the norm. That is actually very abnormal for that to happen. Typically, people are in poverty and need help for a while, and then they're able to work their way out of that. That is a misnomer that I think a lot of people don't get right about people in need, people that go to food pantries. So if you're somebody that's in need or has been in need in the past, you can think about that. And if you've never been in need, keep in mind that you're really blessed if you have never needed something like this. It's not a given, even here in the United States, that you will live above the poverty line, that you'll always have what you need. And I know that most people don't think that way. Most people realize that they can be a paycheck or two, an accident away, a life-changing event away from being in poverty or being at the point where they might need help. And that's what Messengers of Hope is about. We're there to help people. So I love to share stories when we have a family that is no longer in need and able to help. And I love when they're able to give back or not. Just being out of poverty is just a blessing to see that. And I love those stories. I'm not so crazy about the stories where someone was helping or not helping and is now in poverty and in need. I hate that. And we at Messengers of Hope, we try to make it as easy as possible for people to get the food that they need. We don't have a lot of hoops and hurdles to jump through. So we try to make it that they can come and get food for themselves and their families. We try to make it as easy as possible. And that is all because of people that do donate, that give either food or time or money. And all of that stuff is necessary for Messenger of Hope to work. And it's just a beautiful thing. If you have never worked with Messenger Hope and you live in the greater Tampa Bay area and you would like to come volunteer with Messenger Hope, we would love, love, love to have you come out and join us. You can give out food at one of our locations. You can come to our warehouse. We just had Publix at our warehouse. One of the local Publix came with 7 or 8 people, and they did about 4 hours worth of work. And if it was up to myself and some of my volunteers, it probably would have taken us 8 hours to do what the Publix had done, because they're so used to doing this type of work with shelves of food and freezers of food. So a shout out to Publix 1611 in Odessa for doing that. Thank you so much. And if you are interested in coming and helping and working with Messengers of Hope, reach out to us on our Facebook page, Messengers of Hope Mission, and we will get back to you and tell you how you can do that. And we would love to see you. So thanks for listening, guys. I'll talk to you soon. In each episode of the podcast, I'm going to share a bit of news or a current event for Messengers of Hope Mission. The news for this month is in November, we're going to be doing a food drive for Messengers of Hope Mission. We do this quarterly at the fraternity house, Phi Delta Kappa fraternity, right on State Route 54 next to Vallarta's. Really easy to get to. We collect all sorts of canned goods, non-perishables, frozen. It is a great way to come out and get to see the bus that we have and also donate to Messengers of Hope and help those in need. Okay, everyone, this is the point of the podcast where I get to make an appeal to you, the listener. Messengers of Hope is in need of volunteers to come help work at our warehouse. We have jobs as easy as sorting food and toiletries, items like light cleaning all the way up to lifting and stacking of boxes. If you live in the greater Tampa Bay area and want to serve with Messengers of Hope, reach out today. Go to our Facebook page and message us directly. If you're not local or do not have the ability to volunteer at Messengers of Hope Warehouse, you can still make an impact. Messengers of Hope is in need of financial gifts. Donations are tax deductible as Messengers of Hope is a registered 501c3 nonprofit. You can go to our Facebook page and find an online donation portal or get the address and mail us a check. Any amount helps more than you may think. That's going to do it for this week's Messengers of Hope Mission podcast. In the words of Mother Teresa, if you can't feed 100 people, feed just one. This is Bob Gardner reminding you to make a difference in our world today. See you next time right here on the Messengers of Hope Mission podcast.